Welcome back, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. And today I have bought some goodies, and I just want to share these with you. So there's a company that I haven't really kind of showcased too much on this page, and it's an absolute crime. So today we're going to share some love for the ever so wonderful Vinegar Syndrome. So I have the stack just beside me. Let's dig in. So I've been buying quite a lot from them recently, and I have just been loving their output. Again, I find a lot of the titles they release, because they're so unknown, I usually have to wait around for a little bit, but because I've been really in sync with them, and I've really enjoyed like the premises or the kind of the reaction to the titles, I've just been kind of like catching up on ones that I wanted to. And the first I really had to was Cemetery of Terror. Like, I picked up Don't Panic and Grave Robbers, made by the same filmmaker. This is no exception. This is fucking fantastic. Like, it's the only one from the stack I've been able to see, and it is incredible. Like, these films are so quirky, they're so kind of fun, and yet they have like a real energy to them. They remind me of that Alex de Iglesias who did I saw on Shudder Witchin' Bitchin', and Severin are going to be releasing Perdita Durango and Day of the Beast. And anytime I've kind of seen his work, it's kind of similar in that they're just kind of like really fast paced, fun films. So really recommend, if you can get them, please do. I know they are selling out fast because people have been like recommending them so much. This though is the next title, is a wish list item for me for about a year. I finally got it. Oh no, it's longer than a year. All right. So yeah, this has been on the list for a while. I noticed the slipcover was going down, so I was like, right, under 100, let's try and nab this. So, and I was lucky I got it, and that is 9 Lives of a Wet Pussy. And I am a massive Abel Ferrara fan, so knowing that was the first kind of film, feature-length film that he'd kind of made, obviously under an alias, but still, like, I really am like blown away that I own that film now. So, and I mean the two big ones left for me now are Miss 45, which I'm hoping either gets a re-release or like someone in the UK does it. Whether or not it'll be uncut, that's another matter, but hopefully I can get to see that. And I'm hoping Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the Ferrara 90s version, that gets released as well over here. But if not, there's always the Warner Archive Blu-ray. Just a quick sidebar, like, yeah, every time I seem to pick up a Warner Archive Blu-ray, they release it in the UK, and it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, really? You're now going to release it? I remember Innocent Blood was the one. Yeah. But back to the stack. So this one, as soon as I heard the title and what it was kind of about, I just had to, and it's Let My Puppets Come. So that is a musical sex comedy featuring puppets. I am a massive fan of Peter Jackson, and especially Bad Taste, Brain Dead, and Meet the Feebles. I fucking love them films. I really enjoy his later output, but them three particularly are like my favourites of his. So to have something very similar in the vein of Meet the Feebles is like brilliant. Right, let's do this. And the next one is, this one was a bit of a punt, but I actually started looking at the back when I got it, and I was like, John Holmes is in this. I seem to be having the best luck with John Holmes films lately. And if you haven't, Google it, especially if you live with your parents, or just be careful of your Google search when you search John Holmes. But I picked up Taxi Girls and Heavenly Desires, or Desire. I love the Vinegar Syndrome erotica. I think they look after those films in a way that no one else does. And a lot of them are actually really good. I recently watched Hard Soap, which featured John Holmes, and I found it to be one of the most entertaining yet absolutely absurd films I've ever seen. And that's a testament to the filmmakers involved. And I think that's what I love about them. You know, these were people, it was very much at the time, the 60s, 70s, those kind of erotic films were a way for filmmakers to experiment and actually get a theatrical release. Because a lot of those films went to, either grindhouses or theatres that specifically catered to those kind of films. So to then have like a 75, 60 to 75 minute film that, whilst it catered to a very specific audience, you could kind of play around with genre, subvert, do very stylistic choices. So I honestly, like, the films that they pick up are just bizarre, but yet they really do hold your attention. So this one I know very little about, but if there's anything we've learned from Coupling, any time that Jenny Agutter turns up in a film, you need to watch it. So Dark Tower. I'm not even going to go into explaining that one, but I basically picked up their bundle because I was picking up a few titles that I wanted, but I picked up the bundle, and like Jenny Agutter in a Tower Die Hard kind of movie with monsters, brilliant, cool. I got Satan's Blood. I know very little about this one as well, but all I will say is these slipcovers are so good, so good. Cthulhu Mansion. They got nice glossy eyes there. I love them. I am a massive fan of Vinegar Syndrome's VSA line. Unfortunately, I missed Action USA. It just completely slipped under my radar, and before I even had a chance of buying it, it sold out. So luckily, like, MVD are releasing it, and but I managed to pick up Edgar Allan Poe's House of Usher, and I did have a quick look at the credits for the film. I usually like to have a look at the credits, see if there's anyone in the film. And to find out it's a Menachem Golan film, like, I'm blown away, because it's done by the 21st Century production company that he set up after kind of Canon Films went under, and they did the Black Cat, so the unofficial Three Mothers finale, because it wasn't directed by Dario Argento. But it was done by Darian Nicoladi, who the co-screenwriter and ex-wife of Dario. And yeah, they also did Phantom of the Opera, which was the Phantom with Robert Englund, and it involved time travel. And then they did the Three Mothers finale, but it had to be, he had the rights to Edgar Allan Poe stories, or they needed to sell that to a market, and they asked if they could just throw in a Black Cat, so they just threw in, literally in a day they just shot a Black Cat and just kept cutting it into the film. So I'm hoping for like just gold from that. Another VSA pickup was Spellcaster. Like, I had to pick it up for the Adamant. So Heard very mixed reviews on this one. I don't think it hit quite as hard with people, but I love the VSA line, so I'm down for that. Then, but so that was kind of all bonus because I'm so glad I kind of picked that up. But these two are the ones that I really wanted, and they are the Curious Dr. Hump. With like the trailer to this just sold me so much. It was fantastic. I've rarely seen a film trailer sell me so hard on a film so quickly. So I'm very excited for that one. Very excited for that one. And then the Agfa horror trailer show. And there obviously there's two on here, but I think they may be doing some more of these. I'm down. Like, Agfa, just keep releasing stuff. Like, I don't care at this point. Like, you could literally have John Water and Frank Henenlotter just sit round a table and just talking about like anything. I would pick, and you release it on Blu-ray, I'd pick it up. Like, I don't really kind of care at this point. So that is the almighty stack that I picked up recently. Absolutely, it was breathtaking. And it like, honestly, Vinegar Syndrome, if you're in the UK, they are really UK friendly. I find that they are really just a great outfit. You know, the postage and packaging to the UK is really good. They send it pretty quickly, and I've not really ever had any problems. I would say if you are going into them, be careful, because a lot of the older titles were region free, and I know a lot of the titles that they are still doing are region free, but I think the VSA line and I think some of the other ones are completely region locked. So do be careful and just make sure you do have a look, like at the bottom of the page where the item is listed, because they do tell you like what it is. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. This quick but frantic rundown of some absolute goodies. Ooh. So yes, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you on the next one.